just put your house under agreement, and now you're under the 10-day home inspection period, and you're asking yourself, should I do a home inspection? What is included in a home inspection? Stick around. That's what we're going to talk about next. Hi, I'm Kathleen of the Militello Team, a realtor with J. Barrett & Company. Here serving the North Shore, north of Boston. Do you want to know about the North Shore? Just click the subscribe button below and also the bell so you won't miss any of the new videos that I put out every Thursday. As I've said before on my past videos, the North Shore has a lot of history. As a matter of fact, with homes, the earliest one that I could find was built in 1642. So my suggestion as far as whether or not you should have a home inspection, I would say yes. And you need to have a home inspection whether that house is new or old. After you have that completed home inspection, it's a good piece of information. You may even be able to take some of the items that came back not being sufficient and take that to the owner and ask them to pay for repairs. Or maybe they don't want to do any repairs, and then we can do some negotiating on the price that we're paying for the property. Or, if nothing else, you do have a list, a to-do list for your future projects. Home inspections are very important. I always recommend to my buyers that they do a home inspection. And when they call me and they say there's a house they want to see that they possibly want to make an offer on, well then I go with them, I walk them through the property, I point out things that I see that may come up on a home inspection. And do you know, the first room we go to is the basement, because that is the foundation of the home and it tells a big story. With all that being said, there's 10 things a home inspector will look at when he's inspecting the home you want to purchase. And then he'll come back to you. He'll prepare a report of all of the things that he's found for your review. Number 1, he'll check the structure and the framing of the home. Number 2, the home inspector will check the shrubs and the trees around the house. He may recommend some cutting back of the bushes or the trees. He will check the deck to make sure that it is attached to the home properly, as well as it is standing on cement pads. He will check the siding of the house. He will check the front as far as the walkway into the house, the stairs, and the banister to hold on to, the railing. So many times here we find homes that don't have railings, and it's very important that you do have a railing on your stairs. He'll also check the driveway and many other things. Number 3, the interior of the home. He's going to look at the ceilings. He's going to look, or she's going to look at the floors, the walls. They're going to go into the kitchen. They're going to put on the stove. They're going to put on the oven. They're going to put on the dishwasher. All these things to make sure that they're running properly. Then he's going to put on a lot of the water faucets, and he's going to make sure that your water pressure is where it needs to be. He'll also look in your garage. He'll see if there's any cracks in the cement. He'll point that out to you. He'll check for mold in the garage as well. And he'll also check the garage system to make sure that the garage door opener is working well, and to check the safety feature on it to make sure the garage stops when somebody's walking through. He'll also make a general observation to see if there's any pests. We have powder post beetles up here. The powder post beetles are so old. They came into homes over 100 years ago. We cut down the trees, they brought in the wood, they built the house, and the powder post beetles were right there with the trees when they were cut. So in today's day, I've never seen an active powder post beetle, but I do know that there are folks that have. And I do know that one of the remedies to get rid of them is to paint it, because if they can't breathe and move around, they're going to evacuate and not stay. The other types of pests are termites, of course. We don't have very many termites up here. And then we also have rodents. We do have a lot of rodents. We're so close to the water, and we have what they call water rats. And in the winter, they like to stay warm, so they'll nestle into your basement area and make a nest and make themselves at home. These are all very simple fixes. You call a professional, they come in, and they will take care of the problem for you. Oh, I almost forgot one. Bats. Bats, what a nuisance. They get up into your attics, and they can also be controlled. The next two items I'm going to talk about. The first thing you should ask is, what's the age? Number 4, he'll check the roof. He'll check to make sure that the shingles are laying flat. He'll check to see the chimney to make sure there's flashing. He'll also check the skylights for flashing as well. Number 5, the heating system in the hot water tank. Now, if it's an older system, this is what you're going to hear from the home inspector. This system's old. It may last one day, or it may last 10 years. We don't know. Number 6, the plumbing. We pretty much went over that when we talked about the kitchen area. Number 7, the electrical box. The home inspector will take a look at the wires in the basement as well as the electrical panel. He'll actually take a screwdriver and unscrew the panel box and look at the inside of the electrical box. One thing we do find up here, and not so much anymore, but it's still around, so you have to keep your eyes open, is knob and tube wiring. Knob and tube wiring is a very old wiring. Insurance companies don't like it. They don't want to insure you. It's hard to find an insurance company to insure you. And if you do, it's going to cost you a lot of money. So, if there is a home with knob and tube, hopefully your agent will tell you about that, and you can write it right in the contract to purchase that you would like the owner to remove the knob and tube wiring. Number 6, air conditioning. We don't really have a lot of air conditioning. We only have 2 months of summer. But those homes that do have air conditioning, you need to check the age, because if the air conditioner was installed prior to 2006, you could have an issue. There are no more repair parts for those air conditioners because the new laws came in, and it's more green now and more energy efficient. So if you have an older air conditioner and it breaks down, it would need complete and total replacement. Otherwise, if you have a newer system, you can always buy replacement parts and keep the unit functioning. 9, fireplace and other fuel burning systems. These need to be checked to make sure that the flues and the vents are correct. I actually had a home inspection once where there was no vent. It was just right up out of the house, and it was the fireplace and the furnace. Ooh! The owner fixed that pretty quickly. And finally, number 10, radon. Home inspectors do not automatically do a radon test, but I highly suggest that each and every one of you have a radon test performed in the home you're purchasing. Look at this map. Look at all the red in Essex County. We have a lot of radon. Okay, those are the 10 items. And if you find yourself in a position where you can't negotiate with the owner because it is a seller's market, the best thing you should do is ask your agent about a home warranty program. The home warranty programs are great. What they do is it's an insurance, and if any of your appliances in your kitchen break down, or if your furnace breaks down, or if your water tank goes, they will come in, they will repair it with a minimum co-payment, and then, this is the really good thing, if it breaks and you can't even use it anymore, they replace it, and they take the old one away. Really good to know. So that's all I have here for you today. I hope you learned something and you've enjoyed this video. It's a good idea to have a list when you walk through a home to make sure you are checking all of the things that a home inspector would look at prior to putting in an offer. I do have that list here for you, and it's called What's Covered Under a Home Inspection. I suggest you click below and I will send that list to you free. So that's all there is for now, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.